Hello, I'm going to try to step you through Google SketchUp. I'm going to be working on the third um, model on the first sheet. I'm going to start with a 6x6 box, and I'll show you how to get a 6x6 box. I'm going to click on the rectangle tool, start from the vertex, the origin, and then I'm going to click out and drag out. Now, I'm going to change this to 6 inches by 6 inches, and that'll be my base. Hit enter. Okay, and I'm going to just pan this out so you can see. Zoomed in a little too far. Pan that out so you can see how this works. Okay, now I'm going to take this push pull tool, and I'm going to click on this rectangle that I built. I'm just going to click and drag it up. Okay, now I can resize this to my perfect size of 6, because I want it 6 inches tall. Okay, there's my cube that I'm going to start out with. Now to build this, I've got to start. Basically, we're going to build it by deduction. So we're gonna take pieces out. Okay, so the first thing I need to do, I need to take this front wall and move it back 4 inches. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take this push pull tool, and I'm going to move this front wall, except for, I'm sorry, everything except for the 1-inch base. So first of all, I got to draw me a rectangle again at the bottom, and I want to make it 6 by 1. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to take my push pull tool, and I'm going to drag that back, click and drag it back to 4 inches. So we should be at -4 at the bottom. You can see the distance moving. So I'm here at -4 inches. Okay, that's my base. Now within that base, there is a square knockout that is 1 inch from. Let's see. So we're going to go 1 inch this way, and then we're going to go 1 inch in depth, and there's a hole that is 2 inches by 2 inches square right there. So I'm going to draw me another square right here that is 2 by 2. Okay, hit enter. So there I have my hole. Okay, it's right now it's just a rectangle, but now I'm going to use my push pull tool, and I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, and it'll go all the way down, and you can rotate this thing to see the hole. Now I'm gonna click in that hole and completely delete it, so you should see green underneath. Okay, so just click to delete that. Okay, it's completely gone. Now that was now we need to cut off this front edge, and it looks like it starts at 4 inches from here. So I'm going to drag this ruler 4 inches down, and then it also is 4 inches from here. As each little unit is 1 inch by 1 inch. And so now I'm going to take this pencil tool, and I'm going to draw a straight line across to there. I need to do the same thing here, and it locks it in place for you, so it's kind of nice. Alright, so now we're going to get rid of that. I'm going to use my push pull. I'm going to push it down, and then I got rid of it. Okay. Alright, so now all we have left to do for model number 3 is we need to take out a it looks like an arc right here. So the arc starts 2 inches off the edge, off this front edge, 2 inches in. So we're going to move it to 2 inches here. And you could just type that in. And 2 inches from there. Alright, and it's also 2 inches from the bottom. Okay, so let's go 2 inches up. And there we are. Now we're going to also put that line, so that'll tell us where we're going to connect this. We're going to take the arc and we're going to make it go across here, and then let's see, how far down does the arc go? It looks like it's going to go down and be at the 3 inches over. So what I want to do, I'm going to click off this. I'm going to undo that arc because I need to make one more measurement. So it looks like at the midpoint, which is 3 inches down, so 3 inches down, which will be our midpoint of the entire side. And I'm going to come over 3 inches, so I have a point in which I now know where my arc will touch, and it will touch right there. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take my push pull tool, and I'm going to drag that back, and it's gone. Notice this is still solid. If I wanted to open it, I could click on it, hit delete, and it'll open the box. But my picture has it solid, so I want to undo that. I do not want to erase that. So there is the model number 3. Okay, it's very easy. And it's supposed to be green there. Now, to make sure my measurements are accurate and to show, the builder, we'll click on dimensions, and if I click on these lines and drag them out, it will tell me exactly. It will tell the builder exactly how long each thing will be. Okay. So I can pull this side out, and okay, we can also pull this out. That's 5 inches from there to there, because that base was 1 inch. Okay. Base was 1 inch. Alright, this should be 4 inches here. Okay. And I could go throughout this whole thing. That should be 6 inches. And you simply just pull and drag it out. Now I can get rid of these guides. If I go up to tools and click on the eraser, I can get rid of these guides. Okay, make it look a little bit nicer. So there is my my model. Okay, so then I'm going to click File, Save As, and then I'm going to title it Model. That's Model 3, and that's Sheet A. And I'm going to save it as a SketchUp. Okay, in my solid modeling folder. Okay, I can also export this thing as a 2D graphic, so just like a picture of it, which I'll do for my PowerPoint. So I'm gonna export it to the same folder as it's just gonna take a picture of this. So that's how you do the solid modeling for using Google SketchUp. I have 12 models there, and all I want to do is have you pick 10, and you can you can put the Google SketchUp files, or you can simply export to a JPEG and send it to me that way. But I do expect these dimensions to be there, and some, just so I can see that you got your dimensions. The dimensions are appropriate. Okay, and that's that. So I hope you have a fun time with Google SketchUp. It took me about I've never really used it before. It took me about 10 minutes to learn how to use it. All right, have a good time.